Imagine a hero so strong he beats every bad guy with just one punch. No long fights, no big struggles, just one punch. His name is Saitama, the One Punch Man. But what if that punch, that simple, easy punch, was actually real? How much power would that really be? And what would happen to our world, to the very air we breathe, if someone like Saitama truly existed? We're about to find out the shocking truth. In One Punch Man, Saitama's strength is a big joke. It's so crazy it's funny. But if you think about it with real-world science, his serious punch stops being funny super fast. We're talking about power that could break whole continents, boil oceans, and tear apart the air around us. So, let's ask, what would it really take to throw Saitama a punch in real life? And what terrible things would happen, not just to the bad guy, but to everything else? Saitama's punch looks easy, but to beat monsters that could destroy planets with one hit, that easy punch needs an impossible amount of push. In science, how much something pushes depends on how heavy it is and how fast it's going. To throw a punch that can split clouds or smash a monster as big as a mountain, Saitama's fist would have to move faster than anything we can imagine. We're talking about speeds almost as fast as light, or a fist that weighs as much as a small moon. Here's something we often forget: the air all around us. When something moves super fast, it shoves the air out of the way. That's why fast jets make a loud boom. But Saitama's punch? If his fist moved fast enough to destroy a monster, the air itself would turn into a weapon. The invisible wave from his punch would flatten buildings, smash windows for miles, and make a noise so loud it would burst your eardrums. The air would get squished so hard and so fast, it would get super hot, like a tiny sun, just from rubbing together. The monster wouldn't just get punched. It would be burned up by the air before his fist even touched it. What about the ground he stands on? When Saitama throws a punch strong enough to destroy a monster the size of a city, that push isn't just going into the monster, it's also going into the ground through his feet. Every normal punch would cause a huge earthquake. His serious punch would make the whole planet shake, opening giant cracks in the earth, causing huge ocean waves, and maybe even moving the giant pieces of land that make up our continent. He wouldn't just be punching, he'd be changing the shape of the earth with every hit. Remember the air problem? It gets even worse. And a punch strong enough to split clouds, like Saitama often does, means he's moving so much air, so fast, that he'd be creating a temporary hole in our sky. The empty space created would suck air from miles around, causing winds so strong they'd destroy everything. If he punched hard enough to affect a whole country, he could actually rip away parts of our atmosphere, leaving the ground open to the cold, empty space. The very air we breathe would be gone because of his power. All that unbelievable speed and push makes a huge amount of heat. We're talking about rubbing so intense that it would instantly turn water into steam, melt steel, and make rocks turn into hot lava. If Saitama's punch could destroy a big monster, the heat would be enough to boil oceans nearby, set whole forests on fire, and melt cities into pools of liquid. He's not just punching, he's bringing the heat of 1,000 suns with every hit. But here's the biggest question: can Saitama himself survive his own punch? For every push, there's an equal push back. When he hits a monster with planet-breaking force, that same force is pushing back on him. His bones should break, his muscles should rip, and his insides should explode from the huge kickback. His body would need to be made of something stronger than any material we know, able to soak up and spread out energy on a huge space-level scale. Just him existing is a science puzzle that makes no sense. Beyond the science, there's how it would feel in his head. Saitama is bored. Super bored. When you can beat any danger with no effort, life feels pointless. There's no challenge, no way to get better, no fear. This isn't just a funny part of his character. It's what would happen if you were truly unbeatable. The heavy feeling of having no one equal, no real challenge, would make you feel lost and empty. The boredom itself would be a terrible prison. So what would it really take to throw Saitama's punch in real life? It would take a body that ignores all the rules of science, a planet that could handle constant giant shakes, and air that wouldn't just disappear. Simply put, Saitama isn't just strong, he's a walking, punching rule breaker of reality, and that's why he's the One Punch Man. What other impossible anime powers or fictional abilities should we break down next? Tell me in the comments below.